Hello everyone, welcome back to Happy Bellyfish. I'm Shrikant Singh and today we'll be making Butter Paneer Masala. It's a very rich and creamy dish that's a classic and loved by many. So stick around and I will show you step by step, very slowly, how to make this dish right at home. If you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Let's take a quick look now at the ingredients that you will need to prepare before you start cooking. The most important ingredient is the tomatoes, and they need to be really ripe and red. Slice them into half and remove the eye of the tomato and cut them into 6 or 8 pieces. Take one medium-sized onion, preferably a red onion, and slice it coarsely. One fresh green chili, which is not of a hot variety. We want to use very mild chili. Slit the chili into 2 and remove the seeds to make it milder. We will need garlic. Chop it coarsely or you can even crush it. 1-inch piece of ginger, peeled and sliced. And a few coriander stalks, and these add a great depth of herbal freshness to this sauce. So the fresh ingredients are prepared. Now I'm going to take the whole red Kashmiri chilies, and this will give the red color to the sauce without the need of adding any artificial food colors. Remember though that you need to remove the seeds before using them. Now heat a pan on medium heat and add 1 tablespoon of oil. Now add about 15 grams of butter. And as the butter melts, start adding the whole spices. So there goes in the tej patta or the Indian bay leaf, mace, black cardamom, green cardamom, cinnamon, or if you have cassia, you can even use that, and some cloves. Stir it for a few seconds so that the butter becomes aromatic. And now add the garlic, ginger and onion. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. We need to sweat the onions here and not turn them brown or even burn them. The onions will turn soft and translucent. And this is when we will add the fresh ingredients that we had prepared. Add the chopped tomatoes, fresh green chili and coriander stalks. And finally we will add some Kashmiri red chilies, cashew nut and salt. Mix everything well, and you need to keep the heat on medium and cover the pan with a lid and let it cook for about 12 to 15 minutes or until the tomatoes are soft and pulpy. But there are 2 things you need to remember here. That one, you're using a pan that has a lid. This way the moisture that's there in the tomatoes are not lost. And second thing, you need to stir the ingredients every few minutes so that your investments are not burning inside the pan without you noticing it. You can see now that the tomatoes have become soft and pulpy. They are cooked. So remove the pan from the heat and allow the contents to cool. We need to grind this into a smooth paste, and one of the things that can help here is removing the whole spices like bay leaf, cinnamon, black cardamom to the best extent possible. The only whole spice that you must not remove here are the dry red chilies, because that is the one that will add the color to the sauce. Blend the mixture with half a cup of water into a smooth paste. Now we need a velvety smooth texture. So I'm going to pass the sauce through a strainer to separate the coarser solids, and you will be surprised at how much there is. You will see a remarkable difference in the texture of the sauce now. If you know paneer makhani or butter paneer, this is where you can stop. Just add paneer cubes and garnish it with some fresh ginger julienne and cream, and you can have it as it is. But we are going to go a step further. We will add some additional masala to this sauce and make the butter paneer masala. So prepare a bowl now with water and half a teaspoon of salt in it. I will tell you why I'm doing this. Now I'm going to take this huge block of paneer, which is about half a kilo, and cut it into smaller cubes. This is a store-bought paneer which I'm using, and over time in the refrigerator it ends up having a stale smell, this dairy smell, which is quite unpleasant, and it also becomes a little hard and chewy. So soaking them in salt water for some time softens it and also deodorizes it. Once you have added this paneer cubes to the water, set it aside and let's continue flavoring the sauce with ground spices. For this we will chop one small onion, and this time we will chop it as fine as possible. Take about 2-inch piece of fresh ginger, peel it and slice it into very thin juliennes. Now this is optional, but for those of you who want the paneer butter masala to be a bit more spicy, then you can add 1 to 2 fresh green chili, but remember to remove the seeds first. Heat the pan again and add 2 tablespoons of oil and about 50 grams of butter to it. Add the chopped onion and ginger to the pan and cook for about 3 to 4 minutes or until the onion softens and turns translucent. Once again, in this recipe we do not have to brown the onions, so keep the heat on medium. Now it's time to add the ground spices. So there goes in the 4 essential spices in Indian cooking: turmeric, coriander, cumin. Mix it once and cook for about 30 seconds. Now add the Kashmiri red chili powder, and if you like, you can also add some garam masala. Cook for 30 seconds more, lower the flame and add the blended tomato sauce that we had prepared earlier. Add about half a cup of water to the pan and we will simmer this for 5 more minutes on low to medium heat. While it simmers, you need to stir it regularly, and remember, when you stir it, you need to scrape the sauce from the bottom of the pan because the sauce now has cashew nut in it and this has a tendency to stick to the hot surface. Now a very important ingredient here are the dried fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi. These leaves become soft once they are taken out of their original packing and comes in contact with air. So we need to roast it for about 15 to 20 seconds on medium heat. And this roasting will turn these leaves crispy and aromatic again. Crush them between the palms and add it to the sauce. Now let's get back to the paneer that is soaking in saltwater bath. Drain it and press it gently to remove all that excess water. Add these paneer cubes to the spicy aromatic sauce and mix gently. A small amount of sugar must be added as one of the ingredients, and this will balance the flavors and mellow the sourness of tomatoes. Mix it gently once more and simmer for about 5 more minutes so that the flavors blend in together. Turn off the heat and add some thick cream to the sauce, and this will make it even more silky smooth. And before you think it's all over, if you have added any green chili, remember to remove them, because if you don't, it will become so spicy that you will regret it. Garnish the dish with some fresh cream, some fresh coriander leaves, ginger julienne, and optionally a pinch of garam masala. If you want an extra glaze and feel criminal, then add a dollop of butter on the top. And there you have it, this delicious butter paneer masala, which you can have with your rice, your naan, bread, or even sometimes as it is. If you're going to make it regularly, then you can certainly reduce the amount of butter that goes into it. But for special occasions, don't hold yourself back. Sometimes we need to lubricate our brain and our soul. So in this recipe, we have used whole spices, ground spices, and we have used it in a certain way, in a certain sequence. If you want to learn more about spices, want to learn how to use them, then you can check out my Mastery of Spices course on our website. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next video.